Hello and welcome. Before I introduce Wick Rowland to help us untangle the web of confusion around the digital conversion, let me say a few words of preface. As a volunteer board member for Rocky Mountain PBS, I'm pleased to share the stage with Wick. The fact is that the two of us, Wick and I, represent two sides of the same coin. That coin is called public television. These channels serve all of us as citizens, providing content and what our new CEO, Doug Price, describes as a public square for the discussion of issues, entertainment, and the chance to engage with others in the community on matters of interest. You and I, as the public, certainly prize our role as audience. But you and I play an equally vital role as donors or supporters. Government funds provide this much funding for public television. The fact is that whether we are sporadic or consistent viewers, we are the public in public television. Now, several months ago, a fan of public television named Jane confided to me that she had not married until the age of 44. When I invited her to continue her story, she told me that for many years she asked her new suitors a simple question. What question? She wanted to screen them for her consideration for further progress in their relationship. And the question? What do you think of public television? She gestured to her husband, who was sitting beside her. Rob got the answer right. They've been happily married for 15 years, and both are our supporters. So, whether we watch public television to screen our prospects or enjoy Frontline, or because it provides a safe harbor of programming for our children and grandchildren, many of us can't imagine our lives without this medium. I invite you all to do your part to be sustainers as viewer donors to this public treasure. Give by check, online, or by phone. Renew your membership. Increase these amounts yearly. Public television earns this each and every day. Now, if we were to contact Central Casting for a qualified individual to speak to us about the link between public television and public policy, here is what that person's profile might read. Send us someone who has the following characteristics. 1, 2 advanced degrees from prestigious universities in the fields of journalism and mass communication. Administrative experience in both higher education and at the industry's flagship PBS in Washington, D.C. Someone who has also served 10 years as president and CEO of one of Denver's major public broadcasting stations, after spending 8 years on the board, 6 as chair. A history of speaking and writing in the United States and overseas about public policy issues and their impact on public broadcasting here and abroad. Someone known as an innovator during his academic and broadcasting careers. A person who has a passion for his subject and his profession. And so I present to you Wick Rowland. Most of us know him not only as a member of Rotary Club of Denver, but also as a public figure in his own right in our community. I'm grateful to this club for giving me the opportunity to meet, know him, and introduce him to you today. This past fall, your Rotary Club Program Committee anticipated the seismic change that the digital conversion would bring to broadcasting in It is important that we be prepared. These are some of the reasons that Wick has agreed to present this program to us today. His topic is the digital conversion, the real story, and its impact on public television. We are fortunate to welcome Wick Rowland, President and CEO of Colorado Public Television, KBDI Channel 12, as our speaker. Wick.
That was great, Sheila. It was even better than I wrote it. A couple of things I want to explain today. When Sheila approached me about this, I was delighted that someone from the program committee, a colleague in public broadcasting, was arranging this so that I wouldn't have to be the one to get up and give the introductory underwriting membership pitch. So I really want to thank her for that. Doug and I are very, very grateful for her proselytization in that regard. The other thing, though, was the question of what to do about this discussion about digital conversion. The problem is, of course, that she and I know just enough about it to be dangerous. That is to say, you really don't want to talk to me about the technical matters involved, and particularly the problems you're having at home. And that's why we agreed to bring along a couple of my colleagues, Mark Seawald and Jonathan Dudzik. They will be available after the presentation to take your calls, to take your requests for information and ideas, and they'll stay as long as they need to do it. What we have found is everybody knows about the digital conversion, but like the old saying is, all politics is local, everybody's problem is different. It's your antenna, it's his converter box, it's her VCR issue, and so on. And so our guys have gotten very, very practiced at answering specific questions, and they'll be more than happy to do that. I also want to say on their behalf and on behalf of their colleagues throughout the Denver and Colorado, it's these engineers and technicians who are really making the digital conversion work. And they are encountering all kinds of difficulties, and they are working endless days to take care of it. It's my team at KBDI, John Anderson and his crew and team at Channel 6, and all of our commercial station colleagues around the market are doing a wonderful job. And I just want to acknowledge that. The other thing that I want to tell you is that when I arrived today, Darlene came up to me and she said, you know, I almost called you this morning to tell you that we were delaying your talk for 4 months. She, of course, and many of you understand, is referring to the debates going on in Congress now about perhaps putting back the date of the conversion, delaying it for 4 months from the February 17th date that it's scheduled to go forward. And it's right on the cusp of this issue in the House, the U.S. House of Representatives right now. There are merits on both sides of the issue of delay or not to delay. But one of the reasons for delaying may be reflected in something that Jamie and I want to show you here right now. So if you could hit it, Jamie, that would be great.
At midnight on February 17, 2009, all televisions will switch from analog to 100% digital. If you are still receiving your signal over the air, you will have to convert your analog signal.
Analog?
The conversion is simple. First, apply for your converter box coupon at www.dtvtransition.gov.
How many W's?
Then you can check the status of your coupon request at www.dtv2009.gov/checkstatus.aspx.
Is that in Los Angeles?
After you purchase the converter, it's time to install it. A quick start guide and installation video are available at www.digitaltips.org under